Good morning. I'm Grandma E and welcome to my home and welcome into my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making some scratch old-fashioned cinnamon bread. So come on, let's do it. We're going to start with 1.5 cups of flour and I'm going to sift that. There's one. And there's a half. Now behind this we're going to add 1 cup of sugar. And then you want to go ahead and stir that up. Now to that, we're just going to add a dash of salt, which just a little pinch, maybe a 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon. Then I'm going to go ahead and add 1 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. A 1/2 cup of oil. Okay, 1/2 cup of milk. We're going to do 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. About out. And then 2 eggs. I'm making some cinnamon bread. Hi. This is Kai. He's 2 years old and he likes running around the house. Yeah, and he loves to play and he loves to squeal, and you will hear him a lot throughout my videos. Say hi. Now we stir this up real good. This actually doesn't take but just a couple of minutes to stir. And it's easy enough, you really don't need a hand mixer. You can actually do it by hand. See how smooth that is? Now today I've decided to try these little silicone molds. I'm doing a vendor's event and I'm going to be making some of these. So it's practice day where all the grandchildren are going to get to eat these. And I get to see exactly how they're going to turn out. I am having a little bit of problems making them pretty. Maybe they'll turn out right though. What do you think? Also, I have only made this recipe in a regular bread pan, so not exactly sure how much to put in here. So all of this is going to be a, let's wait and see. guess it slides off. There we go. I think we got it, They look pretty even. As most of you know that subscribe to my page, this is Miss Ivy, and she gets in the kitchen and she helps me bake all the time, don't you? Uh-huh. She's going to be a baker when she grows up, and an artist, and a pianist, right? Mm-hmm. So she's going to be back on camera just as soon as we get these pulled out of the oven. Okay, now we're going to sprinkle some sugar, just a little bit, on the tops of these. And then I'll be sprinkling a little bit of cinnamon on top of these. We're going to put them in the oven. The oven's been preheated at 350. A regular loaf pan that I would normally do would take about 30 minutes to cook. I'm not sure how long these are going to take, so I'm going to set it for like 10 minutes and check it, 10 minutes and check it, and then I'll be able to tell you how long it actually took these to bake. So, and in the oven they go. That's 10 minutes in, so we're going to check it in another 10 minutes. Now that's 20 minutes. It's still not done, so we're going to try another 5 minutes. There's 25 minutes, so we are going to pull them out and see if they're done. See, we'll insert, and it came out clean. So they're done. Now we're going to put them on a cooling rack for about 30 minutes. They are all done, and now we're going to do a little decorating. Now, as you saw, I did 1 dozen of these little cinnamon, see, little bundt cakes. But I'm going to try to do 4 different types of toppings. And the first one I'm going to start with is a cinnamon glaze, which is going to take a 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. This takes 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and we're going to start with 1 tablespoon of heavy cream. We might need more, but we just want to start with it and start stirring that up. And we are going to need more than the 1. So it can take up to 2. You just don't want it too runny. So I'm going to put 1/2 of that in there. Set this to the side. I hear my kiddos coming in, so it's liable to get loud. Let's just do a little bit more. That's a full 2 tablespoons. Okay. You're going to get it nice and creamy. It is creamy, but I don't see that as the consistency that I want. So I'm going to add another half a tablespoon of heavy cream. There. It's just a little bit better because I want to be able to actually take a spoon and drizzle this over those bundt cakes. There we go. All right, we're going to start right here. We're just going to slowly drizzle this. And I hope I've got that consistency correct. You don't want it runny, but you don't want it so thick that you can't do anything with it. Make sure you get some down in there real good, because that's what people's going to be looking at.
This one done?
If I had one of those little piping things, I think it would be a lot prettier, but I'm really not going for that right now. I'm mostly going for taste, and then we will work into more of the perfection of how pretty something should be. You see, this is kind of thick, but I want it to dry real well. Because when I put it in the package, you don't want it like real sticky or gooey. So fill those centers up. What do you think, Ivy? Good. All right, now we're going to move on to the next three. The next one is a type of frosting for cinnamon rolls, and I put a 1/4 cup of butter. It's supposed to be room temperature, but I melted it a little bit. Then we're going to add 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, 1/4 cup of heavy cream, and 1 teaspoon to 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I'm using this so that I don't turn it colors, because I want to keep it white. And then we go to stirring. There we go. It's nice and smooth. Now I'm going to take and just fill up each hole. We're only going to do 3 of these 2. And then drizzle. Now that one's done. Okay, for the next one, it's going to be a cinnamon buttercream frosting. I put 1 stick of butter in here, and I went ahead and I melted that. 1 cup of powdered sugar. We're going to do 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and again, I'm using my white vanilla. 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and to this is a 1/2 tablespoon of heavy cream. We're going to stir this up. I got to hold this a minute. Okay, sorry about that. I'm kind of short, so it's easier to pick it up sometimes. Now, this would actually be a lot thicker had I not melted the butter, but I want to pour it on there and not use a piping bag, so that's why I did that. But if you decide you want to use a piping bag, make sure you don't melt your butter. It's just at room temperature. Let's move these down here. I'm going to take and do the same thing. Fill up the center. And drizzle. Got some very anxious grandchildren standing over there waiting to be taste testers. Alright, just one more to go. Alright, this right here, I'll just tell y'all what it is. It is 4 tablespoons of granulated sugar and 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. This is just a cinnamon sugar mixture that I'm going to take and I'm going to put on the last 3. Now, what do y'all girls think? Do you think that I need to sprinkle any of this on the other just for a little extra taste?
Yes.
Yes, you heard that. So, with my fingers, I'm going to take and just barely sprinkle.
Like sprinkles.
There we go. Okay, we've got them done, decorated. Get to see them from the top. And now we're going to see what the experts think about what they taste like. Try. This one is the cinnamon glaze. That one's a cinnamon roll. That one's the buttercream, and that's just cinnamon sugar. Which one do you want?
This one.
You want that one? Pick it up.
It's good, and I like the sugar and stuff on it even, and even in the inside, it's good.
You like it, Kai?
Yeah.
You like it, Yuki? Yeah? Well, they look happy.
That's not bad.
Thumbs up?
Yes.
Well, there you have it. Homemade cinnamon bundt cakes with 4 different types of icing. You want to come over here? You tell them it was yummy?
Yep. Yeah.
So try the recipe. Make sure that you make a comment. Don't forget, push like and subscribe to my page. And until next time, from my kitchen to yours, love and light.